Welcome. Thanks so much for checking out the video. I hope you enjoy it. The intention here is basically to motivate you and show you that there's a lot of really good money to be made from these old print advertisements out there in the wild for magazines as far back as you can see right here, 1920. My specific collection goes back to the late 1890s, so you're talking over 120 years at this point of great old magazines, usually the kind of stuff that people step on, ignore at estate sales and other sort of rummage sales. But I highly advise you, if you happen upon these beautiful old pieces of paper, pick them up, get them listed on eBay. I have a whole video series which I'll link in this video if you haven't checked it out, kind of show you how to get started with this. But anyway, the title of this video, and it's going to hold true, is we're going to show 22 ads that have all sold for $10 or more. The vast majority in this video sold for a lot more than $10, but I just wanted to at least have that $10 threshold. And when you consider the cost involved in a specific piece of paper, like one of these ads, is probably a nickel or less. I think I'm on the upside if I say it's even a nickel. So let's just go with that, though. A nickel into $10. Do the math. Many thousands of percent return on investment. Let's begin this video with the first one. We're going to go down in descending order from the most expensive down to the $10 items. This first one just sold a couple of days ago as I record this video on November 8th of 2024. You can see full price, $80. Beautiful piece of art here. It's from Vivido Mavis, Paris, New York. Artist Frederick Packer, Art Nouveau style. I do believe we listed this on one of my listing shows, my live listing shows. But you can see a beautiful, beautiful piece right here. That would look really smart in somebody's home, framed. Full $80 on that. Definitely look out for these. I've sold a couple of these Vivido Mavis ads, all north of $50. It depends on the buyer, of course, but I've learned to price them up because they definitely will sell. All right, next up we have this ad from 1968. You can see it's a two-page, kind of like an insert, and a magazine from Singer Sewing Machines. And you can see right there when you read it, it's all about his famous 68 comeback special, with at the point of this magazine was a forthcoming event. This one sold, I took a best offer of $42 on this. Really a historical event, so it's pretty cool to see something like this advertised in a magazine saying, coming back on NBC, Elvis and his famous comeback special. $42. Next up, from 1962, another very nice looking ad, another two-pager, sold for $32. This is for Texico. It's a toy fire engine. It was a giveaway. Well, not a giveaway. You had to pay $3.98 for it at your Texico dealer, and you can get this really cool fire engine for your little boy for Christmas or as a birthday gift. Regardless, it became a gift for me now, $32 on this 60-year-old piece of paper. Back to 1920 on this one. We got $30 for Johnson's baby powder. You can see the classic image of the stork, delivering the baby. $30, really nice sale. Back up to 1962. Halloween was just a little over a week ago as I record this video, and this one sold, took a best offer of $21 for Curtis. Halloween candies, the kids dressed up for Halloween trick-or-treating on a broom, and you can see down below it's like Baby Ruth and Clark bars and Butterfingers and all that stuff. Kind of a scary image here. You can see it looks like a paratrooper shot down. Japanese Zero fighters strafing U.S. paratroopers. This one sold also for $21. Again, a sad, sobering image for sure. This is from Saturday Evening Post, you could see. At the top, you can see the date, September 30th of 44. But the whole idea was to, don't reveal any secrets out there in public. It could lead to bad things happening to the boys. Now we go back up to 1965 for this advertisement. The first time I've ever seen this one. It's kind of a very modern-looking desk lamp called the Light Gem. I guess that's how that's pronounced. That one sold, took a best offer of $17.50. Back to 1920 for another very pretty sort of art piece here for Tetlow's Pussy Willow talcum powder. You can see this one. Again, I think we might have listed this on a listing show, so I highly recommend you check out the listing shows. We have a lot of fun. I've been doing them most Friday evenings around 7 p.m. on the East Coast, but this one we sold for $19. Just as a side note, you can see I charge a flat rate of $5 shipping. It goes Ground Advantage all through the United States of America. So all these prices are plus that $5 for shipping. To 1964 we go here, another $19 sale for a Ford Galaxy 500. And you can see there's a newsstand there and a subway station, a kiss goodbye. I thought it was a kind of interesting looking image. You have to be creative sometimes. The car, of course, you have a a cross-section of people that'll be into the cars themselves, and then you'll have people that are into kind of the surrounding imagery. And this I just thought was kind of cool, like a kiss goodbye. I guess guys going to work, subway station, all that stuff. $19. Back to 1918 here. We have another sort of artsy-looking, incredibly nice-looking advertisement. Took a best offer of $17.50 on this one. This is for Wolfhead undergarments, World War I era, Fifth Avenue, New York. Very nice. We're going to go back and forth with the years, but we're going in we're going in dollar order, so bear with me with the years. Now we're going way up to 66 for the SS United States, a very famous superliner steamship, which is actually docked about, 10 miles from my home in Philadelphia. It's just kind of sitting there uselessly. So there's been, I know, a lot of talk about kind of rebuilding it because it was sort of a gem of the seas and something of American pride. But anyway, America's superliner steamship from 1966, $18.74. You can see some of these wacky prices are because I had some sales running. I had a 25% off on this one. I was all the way down to a 50% off sale for most of the month of October, and I got a bunch of sales by virtue of that 50% off sale price. As we said, back and forth, but now we go down to 1929 for a Cadillac LaSalle print ad. And there's the imagery there, just a kind of a drawing. Looks like a mountain or a castle scene. Very nice looking thing. $17 on that one. 1918 for a Kodak ad. And this, as you can see, was part of my 50% off. Insane, but hey, it got paper moving. 50% off. Somebody got a steal here. $15 on this beautiful image from 1918, World War I, soldier. Kind of a letter going to the soldier. I don't know if they're reading a letter from the soldier. I guess they are, right? So it's kind of like the mother and daughter. Very touching, beautiful piece. I hope the person that bought that enjoys it. All right, next up, also from 1918, we have the Victrola ad, World War I, Doughboy soldiers. You can see, I think they recorded a record for their family back home, playing it on the old Victrola, and then you can see kind of mother and father listening there, the maid kind of in the background setting the table. Very, very nice looking ad there. $15 on that ridiculous and short-lived 50% off sale. Back up, 1965, $15 on a beautiful car right there. You got the 66 Mustang being talked about there. This was in 1965, but they were talking about the new 66 model Ford Mustang, except put muscle car in there. Again, 25% off, but still got $15 on that one. Okay, back up to 1944, and my famous World War II ads. Definitely my favorite period for advertising by a long shot. This is for a Jeep, Willie's Jeep, and you can see it's something to do with loading up a Jeep onto. There's a big battle scene, you can see that, right? In Italy, it looks like, but very beautiful artwork there. You know, really captures the whole thing. And down there it says, "The sun never sets on the mighty Jeep." $12.50 with this ridiculous 50% off sale. $12 on the next one from 1959 for a Pontiac advertisement. Very nice looking ad, though. Kind of on the beach. You can see the umbrellas, the palm trees, all that stuff. To 1952. It looks very 50s, doesn't it? For a Jello ad. Looks like she's doing some exercise there, watching the old television. And, you know, what better way to celebrate after you exercise than eating a big bowl of... But anyway, enjoy your Jello, folks. I'm not a fan. All the way up to 1986, one of the newest ads I have listed from Artin Rossi, Asti Smolanti. Everybody remembers the commercial. Attractive young lady playing some cards with somebody. Just a nice scene in general. $12. All right, and now we go back to 1946 for the next one. This is a half-page ad, so it's about 5.5, 6 inches wide by the full length, usually between 13 and 14 inches, depending on the magazine. But this one sold for $11.24 with that 25% off sale that I'm running currently, actually. This one just sold a couple of days ago. And this is for Monteray Pipes out in California, Monterey. We finish off with a couple from World War II, 1944. This one for the Railway Express Agency. You got Santa Claus there on a beautiful locomotive. This one sold $11.24 on that 25% off sale. And then rounding out this video, keeping it above $10. This one, again, should have been so much more, but it did sell on the 50% off sale. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful ad right here for Seagram's whiskey. This is obviously Christmas ad, 2 pages. This was actually a centerfold. You can see that they're still attached. The paper is still attached as staple marks, which I usually indicate. And this one sold for $11. So I hope that was a little bit of motivation for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please do leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. You could please leave a comment if you have any questions or thoughts about the video, about the niche in general. I'd be happy to answer any questions. I'd be happy to take any advice that you guys might have, any suggestions. Let me know in the comments below. And if you have not subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. I would love to have you aboard. And I hope to see you all in the next show. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.